I know she just went through a nerf, but if you're looking for a support that can do it all, Karma is your champion. Honestly, she is someone that is really fun and extremely easy to pick up, so why not give her a shot? She has great poke. She can be an enchanter with her shield for her allies. She has CC built into her kit. However, she does have some downsides. Most of her damage is tied to her ult, so that means you have very long cooldown. And although you do have a speed up, you don't really have a lot of mobility. So what does Karma actually do? Her passive is more ults. Whenever you deal damage with one of your damaging abilities, it will reduce the cooldown of your ult by 5 seconds. Her Q is the flower shot. Honestly, it's hard to describe what this one actually looks like. It's just kind of a projectile thing that blows up and deals some damage and slows a bit when it hits. Her W is the chain of holding. You select a target and now you are mates for the next 2 seconds. After that time, as long as you stay nice and close, then they'll be tethered and take additional damage. Her E is shield. That's really it. It gives a shield and a speed boost to whoever you cast it on. And now, for the moment you've been waiting for. Her ult is the ability enhancer 9000. This will supercharge your next ability. Your Q now explodes to a large radius, dealing increased damage, creating a zone that slows and dealing secondary damage in that zone after a second or two. W is now an increased root duration and heals you for a good portion of health. And your E gives you an increased shield and movement speed and gives other allies a shield as well that are in the radius. It is a smaller shield, but a shield is a shield and that's still nice. Now for her runes, you're an enchanter technically, so you're going to take Summon Airy for increased and better shields, this Ring for more mana, Galaxy Brain for cooldowns, and Scorch for more poke damage. Then we go Bone Plating so we don't die, and Revitalize for even more shielding power. For her build, we're going to get Zax Zax for our support item, Imperial Mandate because we works with our Q, Malignance because that's just more damage with our ult and we use that a ton anyway, but honestly any AP or support item is good. The options are very wide, so kind of experiment, do whatever you want. If you're enjoying the content, please subscribe. If you're liking the video, give it a thumbs up so other people can see it too, and comment down below with anything that I missed. And that's it, we did it! We're in the game and we're going to take this map and these mixed drinks because the path to true enlightenment comes with booze. Now in the early game, we want to try and poke down the enemies as much as possible with our enhanced Q. That's really a huge part of our game plan. You want to try and hit your Q and W to try and reduce the ult cooldown, but primarily you want to throw out your enhanced Q and just sit back and act like an enchanter. Your Q is actually not easy to hit when it's not enhanced. Usually I wait for the enemy to get close to minions and just try and hit the enemies with the splash damage from your Q instead of just trying to hit them directly, because for some reason I can't hit this when it's not enhanced. And if you are ahead, you can try and stop the enemy from getting the wave. You can just kind of stand in between the enemy and their wave. That way they have the threat of being W'd, you're being Q'd, and they're CC'd and all that other fun stuff. But honestly, that doesn't happen too much. You really just sit back, poke, kind of rely on your ADC to choose those engage times. Now since Karma starts with her ult, there isn't a noticeable power spike at level 6. Your enhanced abilities do get better, but it's not like other champions that they now have access to a full new ability. It's just your abilities just get stronger when you have that mantra up. And don't remember to keep your ADC safe with your E, and it should be smooth sailing. Just push lanes, get plates, get towers. Now let's take a look at that mid game. The mid game looks a lot of the same as when you're in lane. You want to try and be with someone at all times since you want to play like an enchanter. Keep the rift warded, but you can rotate up mid because you want to kind of be there so you have the option to go to different objectives. But if you see an enemy, you just want to throw out that enhanced Q to deal a big chunk of damage. But after that, you want to just try and be like an enchanter. You can shield your allies, just try and stay alive and keep everyone alive. Honestly, it's pretty simple to play her because you're a support even if you're not in the support role, and one enhanced Q can half health a squishy and essentially take them out of a fight or make them play really, really cautious. But in fights, you kind of just want to stay towards the back, shield your ADC, throw out as many Qs and damaging things as you possibly can, but you don't want to be up front. That's really it. Then just be there for objectives and you are good to go. And that's it. We did it! We won the game. And if you enjoyed this, check out this other video as I continue to explore the assassin supports. Talk to you later!